everyone, and welcome back to the finale reel of Costa Rica Diaries. And how are you all? Hope you have enjoyed my time in Costa Rica so far, the way I did. So, anyway, if I remember correctly, in the last reel, we had reached February, and now lots of students have come in. We have already completed one set of student certification, and more set of students have come in and more fun times are going on and more people are getting introduced to me, and one such person was Jose. So Jose was Felix's classmate, I believe, and he was nicknamed as Mamachino because he had very like small eyes, the kind that Chinese have. So he was called Mamachino, by his friends. So he got introduced to us, and he was such a cool guy. Okay, and we started to have fun time with him also in our center. He used to come with Felix after classes, help us sometimes, with the interpretation and all that. Just, hanging around with our team. And then one fine day, he invited us to Palmares, which is his hometown. And we all, I think me, Shraddha, and Felix, we drove to his place. And on the way, the landscape was so beautiful. We took so many photographs. I'll just show you. And then even his home, it was cuteness personified. It was just the kind of home that I would like to have for myself, a cottage home with beautiful flowers in it. I mean, the flowers were something that took my breath away. There were so many variety of them. I took so many photos with them. And then the food, his mom is a creative weirdo. She does so many creative things. She does embroidery. She does, decorations. She does lovely food. She cooks lovely food. I met his family, and we had a fun time, fun lunch with them. And then he just took us around Palmares. We went to see a church and some other nice locations. So, yeah, just check it out. Also check out some cool photos of the fun lunches that we had in our office with my team. They are such fond memories, and I'm very glad that I'm making this video because now they are going to be preserved for me forever whenever I want to take a look at it. So you also take a look at it. And then on 3rd April morning, I suddenly came to know that it's Shraddha's birthday. And I was like, hell, I didn't know before, otherwise I would have arranged for a cake. So what do I do? What do I do? And then I just asked Felix to get a brownie from somewhere, and I just went to a local, bakery nearby, and I just bought a like bar cake kind of thing, and then we made a two-tier cake for her, impromptu, to celebrate her birthday. So just check out the pics.
To you. Happy birthday, Shada. Happy birthday to you.
Then somewhere between 9th and 10th April, Jose took us to his uncle's place in San Carlos. The idea was to visit the Volcán Arenal, but honestly, when I went to San Carlos and his uncle's home, it was such a scenic drive all the way. Um, and they were such a welcoming family. And his cousin Valeria, she is such an artistic girl. She makes such wonderful nail art, makeup. And I also remember I had invited her to one of our workshops, online workshops, to show the girls how to do office appropriate makeup. So just check out the photographs of the scenic drive that we had to San Carlos. And then after reaching there, we just met all his family. And Jose just took me around. Jose and his cousin, they just took me and Shraddha around to look at the estate and the beautiful fields and river. It was a beautiful river, small stream, I would say. And we just had a fun time fooling around in that stream. So just check it out.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body.
And then night came, so we all just gathered around barbecue, and we just did some fun singing and dancing. And there was some bunch of kids with whom I played some fun games and tigari and some dance moves. So just check it out. Then next morning, of course, we all got up early to get ready to go to the volcano Arenal. And in the morning, I got sight of a huge red tractor. Now, if anybody knows me, they know that there are two things in the world I cannot resist taking a photo of with. One is a Jeep, and second is a tractor. So needless to say, I got on the tractor and I took photographs with all of them. And then once they saw me doing this, all of them one by one came, to take photographs with me on the tractor. It was such a hilarious time. And then I told his uncle, so the uncle, can I drive it? He's like, no, I'm worried about my tractor, not about you. Anyway, so check out the fun times in the morning before we head out for Volcano Arenal. and check out Volcan Arenal, the first ever volcano apart from Volcan Puas that I saw earlier, which I didn't really see, but I got to see it like in front of me, and it's a silent volcano as of now. And the amount of pictures that we took over there, there's such scenic beauty around it, and we took, needless to say, hordes and hordes of pictures. So check it out. And thereafter, we went to see the snake farm of one of Jose's uncle's friends, Mr. Victor Hugo, and it was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. But before that, I want to show you a little clip of the little touch me not plants that we saw on the way. So his father, stopped the car at one spot, and he asked us to just touch those plants, and they were touch me nots. And I've recorded the video of those plants. When I touch them, they're just shrinking like that. So take a look at that video first. And now let me take you to the snake farm and the number of snakes that I've seen over there, and pythons. Not just snakes, pythons also. And I just couldn't resist. I am very fond of reptiles. I might sound a little crazy to you, but honestly, I am super fond of reptiles. Any kinds of reptiles. Be it crocodiles, be it lizards, be it snakes. I just love them. And I was out of control when I saw so many different reptiles and different sizes and colors, and it was my dream come true to see so many of them in one spot. And I obviously held each one of them, whatever they allowed me to touch, I held them. And then and then I made a very unexpected request, but I'll tell you about that after you see all the lovely reptiles that I touched, held, and played with in that reptile farm. So I hope you enjoyed looking at all those lovely reptiles. If you found it gross, please forgive me, but I love them. Anyways, so the request that I made to Mr. Hugo was, I want to hold the Burmese python. Now, there were two reasons for holding the Burmese python. First thing, it was a big size python, and second, it was yellow. And if anyone knows me, they know that yellow is my favorite color. And that python was so gorgeous. I just couldn't resist it. Then he conceded to my demand, my request, and he allowed me to hold the python in my hands. So just take a look at the video of me playing with the python. First time ever in my life. Should I record?
Ellos estaban hablando inglés y les estaba poniendo atención a lo que estaban diciendo, porque están contando como algo gracioso y la nada empezaron a hablar en inglés rapidísimo. Quedamos bateados.
Very heavy, ¿no?
Let's keep it.
And it's rolling around me. Esos son esos puntitos que tienen ahí en la cola.
Esos son unos vestigios que tienen los machos. Normalmente en las hembras están, pero menos pronunciado. Y
El pájaro
se dice
libre
que
tiene
es
una culebra encima.
cuando tenía patas.
Qué color más lindo tiene esta, ¿verdad?
Vengan todos ahí para hacer una foto, para mandársela después ahí en la...
Venga.
el color que está- No, allá frente al lago, mejor. Ya la vamos a dar a ustedes.
Vaya, sí, papi.
Ahí frente al lago. ahí.
Vaya, Juan Carlos, ¿sí dónde agarren la culebra?
La otra está fuera del lago, ¿no?
No tiene hambre.
Ya comieron.
No, es que ustedes tienen que agarrar esa culebra. No la he pasado. Ahí va, Toño. Tómale una foto. Me ayuda esta parte que no pica.
Cali,
La cámara aquí también.
So initially, when he put the python on me, everybody was so worried that Dhruti will, it will attack Dhruti or it will, crush her or something. But when they saw that the python was so chilled on my body, they all started to get the confidence. Shraddha, for one person, was super scared, so she was, taking my video. But then she also got confidence. All the others got confidence, and everyone then came along to touch it and hold it. And then I was worried that because all of them have now suddenly gathered around him, he might become agitated and irritated and just react in some other way. But nothing happened. The python was so quiet and so nice and so beautiful. I just don't have enough adjectives for it. Just check out all the fun photographs with my new friend, the Burmese python. And then after a whole day of fun with my reptile friends, we all went back towards San Carlos. And all the way, there was this beautiful, like when it became, how do you call it, twilight. We just stopped by a riverfront and took some nice photographs. There were little boats over there, beautiful serene water. But then we stayed there only for a few minutes because Shraddha somehow had developed a really bad migraine. So we all just decided that we'll go back home so she can take rest. Anyway, it was a fun day with them, and a memory to cherish forever. So then we kind of settled into a routine, and I believe Shraddha left for India, and then, well, I was again alone with all my team. And one day, when me and Felix and all of us were just about to have lunch, two of my other students, they came. I don't remember the names, unfortunately, but one of them, he had brought me a drink called chili guava, I don't remember. It's an orange colored fruit drink. Okay, so there's a special way of drinking it. So he said that it's very good, this, that. And I was a little worried that it could be alcoholic drink. And I was super scared of drinking it, but it was not it was a non-alcoholic drink. But just to scare them, I pulled off a stunt as if I am intoxicated after drinking it. So just check it out, how much fun we had, having that chili guava. Record this. I need to see the process. Look who's coming. Oh my goodness, look at that. So we're going to have vodka today? Felix, you record. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
of course. Are you recording it vertically or?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Nice.
Okay.
That's not vodka. Oh, it's not vodka. Oh my god. That's a long process. I like the salt. This is so much suspense, make it fast.
Don't talk. It's
Oh my god, look at that.
¿Qué es eso?
What was the name again?
Ah,
La prueba, sí.
So
La
the
prueba
chili,
chili, claro.
give me a smaller name.
Desde jugo de tomate,
Igual.
con ciertas
Did I say-
especies, digamos,
Let's say it right.
limón, obviamente
Chili.
igual.
sí, 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 sí.
And it's spicy.
Ya, ya.
What, this is why you, first you drink this.
Just think about it, just think
Come
about it.
here.
Vaya, toma.
You take it.
Okay?
No, you focus on him first.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
So nice.
Un, dos, tres.
No. Not read all.
Just a little
Taste it,
bit.
taste it. Taste first.
Good. It's my type. You have to drink it all around. Oh my god. So much salt.
So nice.
It's
Now
yum.
to drink one. One with you.
Awesome. I hope you don't have alcohol in this.
No hay clase. Dele más.
I'm drunk.
Dele más.
But that doesn't mean I will not take test. I will take test. I'm drunk. Thank you, Sanya. It was really good. I'm fine. Nothing is wrong with me. I'm still alive. I like it that you
I think
drank
you will
it
have to
first.
take the class
But
now.
I'm fine.
I'm sure
I'm
about
sure.
that.
I'm sure.
This is so tasty, you know.
Can I have one more?
Special drink.
Usted lo da,
Can
¿no?
you one to her, and then to him, and then to him?
It was just one shot, Dhruti. Why are you like this? Just one shot.
Don't mind, they are all friends. They don't have exam, but you will give exam.
Hoy tienen examen, pero de ellos, de ella, digamos.
Son como
It's okay.
17 preguntas, ¿verdad?
I'm fine. You can.
She's not fine.
No, I'm not.
She's drunk.
I'm fine. You can
She's drunk.
give it to me. It's my mobile.
She's drunk.
The memory will exhaust.
Mom, please. Control her.
This guy is not giving me my mobile. I will not give him this.
Mom, please take care of her.
For power. What would you say, Jimena? Give me my mobile.
Toma mi teléfono.
Solo teléfono.
Eat some of that, please.
Daniel, will you taste this? It's mucho especial, es muy rico. Especial.
Mal que no sé
de
si
la
lo está
India.
haciendo a propósito o no.
Ese es un necesito comer
Ay,
con.
no, bueno,
con
si solo fue uno.
who will give me company now?
Jimena.
Come on, Jimena. Let's have a cheers.
Tavo quiere, Tavo, vea, Tavo.
Cheers.
Tavo.
Usted nunca lo ha probado. Usted nunca lo ha tomado. Usted nunca lo ha tomado.
Cheers.
No tiene nada, no tiene mucho.
No tiene nada.
Nada.
Cheers,
Cheers.
Felix. I want to record Felix drinking this. It's
But I
a
think I
proof.
won't get wrong.
It's a proof that he is also drunk.
Don't show this to my mom.
I will show this. Drink fast. Say mmm.
¿Quieres probar? Pruébalo.
You must say mmm.
No, pero no tiene nada.
Tao, también. Tao, you have to do your typical mmm.
¿Cómo es que llama eso? Chili. Qué bueno, man.
Thank you, senor. So now we are practically at the end of April, and I just realized during this time that I completed 1 year in Costa Rica. So I took Felix and Jimena because they were the only two, I think, available in that evening, on that evening. So I told them, let's go and have some little celebration. So they took me, like we walked back to my home, towards my home, and then there was this, near the museum, there was a small restaurant, ice cream parlor rather, and there we ordered some desserts. So I ordered 3 desserts. I didn't know what size they would be. I thought it would be some small, sundae, small sundae. But it came out to be a huge plate of, chocolate sundae, and then they also ordered something. So there were like 3 big plates. Neither of us could share because all of us had a huge thing to finish. And then I walked back home. I was completely okay. I went home and I rested for a while. And then when I got up, I went to the kitchen to have some water. And then I woke up on the floor. Can you believe that? I had fainted with an overdose of chocolate, and while fainting, I had hit my head on the island table. So when I became conscious, okay, and I just got up, it was all filmy, it was all totally dramatic, cinematic kind of thing. I felt a trickle of blood coming down behind my ear, and I was so scared. I didn't realize how I got on the floor, what happened to me, and I touched my head and there was blood in my hand. And I quickly ran to the bathroom and checked, and I had a huge cut here. So as per our Indian, first aid, I just took a lot of, haldi, turmeric in my hand, and I just dabbed it over here and just kept it like so for 5 minutes so that the blood flow would stop. And then when I felt like, okay, I'm fine now, then I immediately texted my reporting manager that, okay, this one has happened. Can I take a half day leave tomorrow? And then I called my landlady, Vicky, to come and check. And she took some photographs of my injury so that I could show it to the doctor next day. And then the next day I visited the local doctor, and he examined, and he was very surprised that such a huge cut had healed so well. So I told him that I use turmeric, which is our, Ayurvedic, first aid for any kind of, injury. So that's why, and he was very happy to see that the cut had healed. Anyway, that was the dramatic end of my celebrations. So just check out the cool pics of a little celebration that I did. So this way, April ended, we stepped into May, more work started, and then since Shraddha had gone back, another colleague of mine, Vidya, she joined us in the project. So she came, and I bonded with her so well. We had so much fun, in the center, hanging out, all of that. And then I told her that I want to do something special for my birthday, and that is I want to have a tattoo. But I didn't know what tattoo to make, where to make. Like my choice was to make somewhere in the neck. Like I wanted a location which is not very visible, like on the neck or somewhere here or on the back. but I was not very sure. I'm very fond of the tattoo that Priyanka Chopra has, Diaries little girl, somewhere here. So I was keen to have it here, but this is very visible, so I was a little worried with the kind of profession that I am in. Should I have it over here or not? But then I thought it's fine as long as you carry it well, it's okay. But the thing was, what tattoo to make? And I believe that when you want something very badly, the whole world tries to manifest it for you, and that's what happened. So one day, a lady, she was just passing by, and she came into my office, and she inquired what is all this center about, and I was explaining to her, and then she got a bit into personal inquiries. She was asking me this, that, and then she suddenly asked me, am I married? And I just said, no, I'm happily single, I'm a free bird. So when I said that, she said, ah, pajaro libre. So I was like, what did you say? She said, pajaro libre. You said you are a free bird. So free bird in Espanol is pajaro libre. Pajaro is bird and libre is free. And that was the cue. I was like, this is what I want. This is what I want to be. And this is what will have to be on my tattoo. So I quickly started to search for some, bird photographs that I wanted. So I had found a pigeon photograph, but somehow it never turned out to be a pigeon. It turned out to be like a very simple bird when he tattooed it. But yeah, so I decided I'm going to have a bird, and the words Pajaro Libre over here is what you can see on my tattoo. I'll show you up close. This is okay. This is the bird, and these are the words Pajaro Libre, which means free bird. And yeah, so I immediately looked up a photograph of a dove, but the tattoo guy said that, and there was a tattoo guy right on the way, to my home. So he said this bird is a little difficult to do with the amount of ink I have. So I said, okay, you make a simple bird, but just write Pajaro Libre next to it. So then he made this tattoo for me. Anyway, so I got that tattoo done. I think he did it for, I think, $12, which is okay. And then came my birthday. That was 31st of May 2017, but it was a working day, so we decided that we will have my birthday lunch on 28th, which was a Sunday. So I was not sure what I'm going to do and where I'll take them. So Felix suggested there's an Indian restaurant called Naans and Curries. I said, that's it, that's where we are going. And he got me connected to the owner. I told him it's my birthday, I need to know what menu is, and these many people are going to come, and all was set. So the next problem was, what am I going to wear on my birthday? Because it was my second birthday celebration in Costa Rica, and I wanted to, and probably the last, so not probably the last. So I wanted to make it special. So me and Vidya we went to look around for a dress, and then I found the dream dress that I fell in love with at first sight. It was on sale. My luck. So I think I bought it in $32, and it's a nice strapless dress with crochet bodies and nice belt and a green and white combination. Very classic dress. And then I bought, I think, a watch to go with it, and some shoes, black shoes to go with it, and that's it. My outfit was ready. So then on my birthday, of course, I got ready, and then me and Vidya did some photo shoot, pre-photo shoot, as a memory of our fun times in Bamboo. So just check it out. And then Felix and Andre, they had brought their cars, so they picked us up from the apartment, and we all went to dance and inquiries. And then all hell broke loose. It was such a beautiful ambience. It was all like, a royal ambience. There was a huge table for me, and then I had a huge like queen's chair with all my other members sitting like next to me on the either side, and those lovely glasses. I had not expected this ambience. It was a dream come true, and we clicked so many photographs. It was so much fun. And then in the end, obviously it was my birthday, so they gave me a complimentary dessert, which was the worst dessert I've ever had in the world, to be very honest. It was some kind of halwa made of, I don't even remember what it was made of. And it was the worst thing I ever had in my life. It had no taste, absolutely. But it was such a nice gesture, like they put a candle on it, and I blew the candle and we celebrated my birthday over there. It was a pre-birthday celebration, obviously, but I loved it. And then some fun photo shoot outside of the restaurant, because the ambience also the restaurant was also very beautiful. So we took some group photographs, some solos, all that much fun. And then one day I was just sitting in my office. Well, I think Vidya was taking class. I was like, what can I do now? I'm getting bored. So I just did a little artwork sitting in the office. I pulled photographs of all my team members, and in small round circles, and then I cut them and I prepared like a dream catcher kind of thing. Is it called wind chime? I don't know what it's called, but I hung them all through the threads, and I created a nice artwork to show that this is my team. So just take a look at that photograph. Then on 31st of May, which is my actual birthday, I was working in my office, and suddenly there was so much noise outside. I was like, what's going on? There was some argument going on between the security and Felix. It was all drama, by the way, just to get me out of the room. Okay, so they had a cake hidden under the security's desk. So they brought me out, and then they tried to distract me. In the meantime, two of them took the cake inside, and then they suddenly stopped fighting. I was like, what happened? They're like, go inside. I'm like, okay. And when I went inside, there was a huge cake, caramel cake, and caramel and chocolate cake, I think. And I was so touched, because it's a different country. Yes, I've been living there for over a year now, but to make such connections with people, I took a lot of pride in myself at that moment, that even if this project could have failed, I did not fail in life, because I made so many friends. I made so many heartwarming and heart connects, and I don't know what's the word for it, but so many long-lasting relationships, so many friends, so many new acquaintances relationships that I'm going to cherish for my life. So just take a look at the fun photographs of my actual birthday celebration. just some fun pics around Alajuela, San Carlos, in Seti. Me and Vidya just hanging out and going crazy. And then one day, me and Vidya went to watch La Momia movie, The Mummy, I think, in the City Mall. So check out the fun pics of that. Then me and Vidya again went to see the Central Museum. I had been there once or twice, but she was new, so I thought, let me take her also. So check out the pics. So one day, Felix invited us for a barbecue at his home. So it was Vidya's first meeting with Felix's family, so I thought, let's go so she can also meet his family. And we had so much fun. So his dad has a huge home and an equally huge garage outside, and there's a huge gym in his house, and out between the house and the gym there's a huge space, open space, where they had set up the barbecue. And we had so much fun eating. His father was, making all those barbecue sticks. And then me and his little sister Francini and Vidya, we all started, lighting the firecrackers. So just check out the fun times.
Yeah. Oh my god, is this? No. But I'm recording. Because.
Then on the following week, I think we went to San Jose again. So basically, I'm taking Vidya everywhere where I've already been before, but this time Felix and Tavo and Jimena, all of us were together. So we just explored around San Jose, and something that I did for the first time in San Jose was we went to a butterfly farm. So there was a museum that we explored, and then the butterfly farm, and that Costa Rica is known for butterflies. So huge butterflies, tiny butterflies, mammoth butterflies. So it was so beautiful, but yeah, it was very stinky because the food that they were putting for the butterflies, it was horrendously smelly. But it was a beautiful sight. There was butterflies all around us. So just check out the cool pics and some videos of the butterfly farm. of my tenure at in Costa Rica. So I think on 13th July I was supposed to reach back to India. So 10th I think was my last day in SETI. So I think on 7th of July, if I remember correctly, Felix and Jimena and Tao and all, they arranged for a farewell party for me in Escazú, which was I think Jimena's some relatives' home apartment, and they had a club kind of thing with swimming pool and everything on the ground floor. So she set it up over there, and we all drove over there, and we had such a gala time. And I was so touched that they went to this extent, to wish me farewell. And I was practically in tears because it was such a fun time that I had in Costa Rica, and suddenly I have to just leave all of it and come back to India. So anyway, just check out all the fun time we had in my farewell party in Escazú. It's a memory, to be cherished forever. So then came 10th July, which was my last day in SETI. So as in how people came to know that, okay, I'm going back to India for good, they started to come and, wish me farewell. And I just called up a few people who, I wanted to call and wish goodbye. I went to meet the dean and the other staff members of the university. I wished them goodbye. And then some fun photos with the team. Even Natalie and her mom came to, meet me, and I was practically in tears because I knew I was never going to meet all these kind and loving people again. Hopefully, I will meet them someday soon. But at that point of time, I was heartbroken that all the fun is going to end now. But I'm happy that all of us are still in touch with each other through social media, Facebook, WhatsApp. All my team are in my group. We have named that group as Pahar Libre WhatsApp group, and I'm still in touch with them regularly. So that's about it. And so I got my flight from Alajuela to US, and then from US to India, back to Mumbai. And yeah, it took me a week or so to, get back on track, in India, and start doing work again. And then, yeah, I mean, lots of exchange of, fun photographs and memories happened after that. But yeah, most importantly, I want to thank, and I will take this opportunity, to thank Aptec for trusting me with these two, prestigious projects. I want to thank the Indian government, the government of Panama and Costa Rica, both the countries, and all the other team members that were involved, at base, in making these two projects a grand success. I would not have been able to do it without the support of all the stakeholders involved in this. So, thank you very much. These projects are stars on my collar for my entire life. I learned so many things, I did so many new things, uh, and thanks to my seniors who trusted me completely, gave me free hand to go ahead and do whatever I wanted to make this project a success. So thank you once again, and I miss all the Ticos and all the Panamanians, and will always stay in touch with you all. Thank you. Goodbye. Have fun, and see you soon, hopefully, once again.